We're at the Author Studio at BookExpo America 2011 in New York City, and we have the pleasure right now of sitting with NeonSeon. She is the author of Life of Shouty, Food and Fitness, and this is the second installment of the Life of Shouty books. NeonSeon, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Les. Feels good to be back.
Well, I'm guessing that you had a lot of success with the first Life of Shouty book, because now we're talking about number 2, yes?
Shouty, he resonated with a lot of folks. Some of the struggles he was going through, like being lazy and procrastinating, a lot of people could relate to it. So I'm really glad to be back.
Now, Shouty, when we first met him, was overweight and a bit overwhelmed. Now we're looking at a new Shouty, aren't we?
Well, actually, he was a little plump in the first one, and now he ends up, one of the lines is in the book is, when tipping the scale, Shouty was shocked. He gained 50 pounds eating bagels and lox. And so it kind of starts off at the end of the last book, where he finally gets these goals and he understands how to organize his day, but he ends up leaving off some important things off his list, and that is his health. So we kind of start with him being blissfully unaware that there's even a problem, because here he is accomplishing tasks and doing things, and then he becomes painfully aware, wow, I've let my health slide, and so that's where the book opens, and we see him confronting it, struggling with it, and eventually achieving success.
Who's your audience for the book?
Ages 7 and up.
And have they received it well?
Well, it comes out in October, and I'm thinking that they will.
I mean the whole Shouty character.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
You not only wrote the text for the book, you illustrated the book. That must have been enjoyable as well.
It was, because the words do sometimes paint a picture in your head, and so a lot of times I would read what I wrote, and then I'd even play it back in my own voice, and I'd see what would conjure up, and then I would draw it.
Talk to me a little bit about the illustrations, how you came up with the idea for Shouty, what he looks like. I must say, he's got a little bit of a Mr. Potato Head to him. How'd you come up with that idea?
Well, Shouty, I created back in high school when I was a cartoonist for my high school paper. And back then, his head was more squash-like. And over time, his head just evolved. Those hard lines or curves kind of came out and plumpened out. And that's how we get the kind of pear-shaped or even potato-shaped head, some people have said. And in this book, I continue personifying different things that he's struggling with. In the first book, I personified the habits, the bad habits, and in this one, the munchies are personified. And I did that because a lot of times, if you're hungry, sometimes it's hard to identify the force that's operating, and I thought it would be easier to actually have a munchie there, with a milkshake kind of pushing his head toward the milkshake.
Yeah, for those who don't have the book in front of them like I do, talk about how you personify those munchies.
Well, the first time we see them is the munchies are more of a challenge at night, and one of the munchies is standing right next to Shouty, and throughout the book they're there when he's struggling, and the last time we see him, I think he's arm wrestling the munchies. So they're in and out. They're kind of cute, but as we know, they can be a problem if you see them all the time.
Well, it seems like Shouty has them pretty much under control now, huh?
He does. By the end of the book, yeah, he does.
We mentioned about all your artistic talent, writing, illustrating, etc. Which came to you first?
I would say definitely writing. I love, well, as a child, I always loved drawing, but somewhere along the path, I lost the confidence in drawing. I think that happens to a lot of people after, but I still love to draw and I love to write, but I would say that writing comes to me, the verses come to me a lot quicker than the illustrations.
And what do you think's next for Shouty?
Next for Shouty is, there's a hint at the back of the book, and it has to do with money.
Learning how to manage it?
We'll see.
Oh, that's good. Because young adults need to learn how to do that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I wish that these books, sometimes people say, hey, these topics are a little advanced, but I find that children, they really do understand it, and it's dealing with issues that are relevant to them now and will be for the rest of their lives.
And the release date, once again?
October 3rd, 2011.
Do you have your own website?
I do. It's shouty.com.
And that's SHOUTY.com. Well, wonderful. NeonSeon, it's great to have you back. I'm thrilled for your success, and hopefully there will be 20 more Life of Shouty books.
Thank you so much, Les.